to fortify your offensive line after getting a young QB. We talked about Cisco, the Syracuse safety. Love that pick.
He's going to be a starter and a very good starter midway through the season. That's how much I like him.
Yeah, I don't love their pass rush picks. Tefili and Jordan Smith, I don't think are anything special. Maybe one of them could end up a starter. I think they're probably depth pieces. Mm-hmm. And Luke Farrell, I don't think was a good pick. I think that was a reach. I don't think he's a very good tight end in really anything. He's not a great blocker. He's not a great receiver. Sorry, Tony. I know that's your boy, but I just didn't see much out of him.
I completely agree. Like I said, that second pick, trade it back, or even if you're going to reach, if you know you need a tight end, there were 2 tight ends available for you still after Pitts had gone. Fryermuth was still there. What's his name? The dude from North Dakota State. His name's escaping me right now, but he was still available. You had quality tight ends available to you at that pick, and you went with ETN. I will say I don't mind someone picking ETN where they did. So one of the places that I really thought he would work out well is with the Jets. So if the Jets drafted ETN, it'd be a lot better of a pick because they don't have James fucking Robinson and Carlos Hyde.
Right. Yeah, I wouldn't have loved it because, again, I just don't believe in drafting running backs that high when you're not a win-now team. But, it would have been whatever. It would have been a need at least. But for them to make that pick, just very short-sighted in my opinion. I just did not like it at all.
I agree. Right. We got 1 minute before we need to go to break, so let's cut this off. Give our grades. I say B-, Dan O'Shea.
Literally a B-, and it's a full letter grade down from the ETN pick.
Yeah, because Campbell and Cisco, those two alone would put it if they had just drafted someone else that they need. Cisco and Campbell bring it up to an A for me. He brings it down to a B-. Not him, the pick where they drafted a running back. It could have been Najee Harris. It could have been Williams from North Carolina. It does not matter. They did not need a running back.
I give it a C+.
C+ is good. I like Cisco and Campbell too much to give it a C+, but I like the balls he got. So that's the first half of Dan D'Antoni Sports this week. We're going to take a very short break, and we will be back in under 2 minutes. You're listening to Dan D'Antoni Sports. And we are back with half number 2 of Dan D'Antoni Sports. We just went through the Colts. We went through the Jaguars. We're moving on now to the Texans. And oh boy, did they have a shit sandwich to draft with. But round 3, their first pick is round 3. And after all of the Deshaun Watson drama, which I don't think we've really talked about, the massage parlor, sexual advances, that's now seeming like it's actually going to go through courts, and we might actually get some legal ramifications and stuff. But when we know more, we'll talk about that when we know what we're talking about.
It's a whole mess. A lot of accusations. Obviously, you want to say innocent until proven guilty, but it's a lot of people accusing him. And usually, when you've got more than one, you see a pattern, and and believe women. So yeah, that's problematic. They're idiots anyway, because even before all of that, when he was saying that he never wanted to play again, you should have done that and said okay and traded him, because your team, besides him, is a dumpster fire. You need to tear down and rebuild, and they are idiots. I remember sharing with you guys the guy that they had in their organization, who was basically like a weirdo and like a basically just a preacher, but somehow has football decision power because their owner is an idiot. Yeah, so they're a mess. But yeah, let's go through their draft.
Yeah, you sound very pessimistic about it. I completely disagree. Just hearing the tone of your voice, I'm not okay with it. Let's start in the 3rd round, where they start. Quarterback Davis Mills from Stanford. Also in round 3, Nico Collins, wide receiver from Michigan. Round 5, tight end Brevin Jordan from Miami. Round 5, Garrett Wallow, linebacker from TCU. And round 6, Roy Lopez, the defensive tackle from Arizona. They had 5 picks. And I feel like they made the absolute most of those 5 picks. Looking at this, I don't hate any of the picks they made. I liked Davis Mills. I love Nico Collins. Dude is a go up and get the ball receiver, and he is very fucking tough to bring down. That right there is a home run pick for me, getting Nico Collins. And again, I hate that I'm saying it because it's Michigan, but he's so good. So that's a home run.
That'll agree. I was just saying, let's go through their draft, because it's very short, but it is sweet. I'll agree with you there. Nico Collins, I really like. I agree with you 100%. Mills, I'm not sold on. I think he looked okay, but he's only got 11 career starts due to knee injuries. So
I
that's not who I want to put my faith in as an organization, especially when it looks like one way or another you're not going to have Deshaun Watson. I just think they were very stupid. Prior to this draft, they did what they could with it. I don't think Mills is a bad pick, but it's not a good pick. I think he would have probably fallen even further due to those knee injuries. I just don't love those injuries with a quarterback that you're drafting to the NFL. It's just it's already a pattern.
He was a projected 2nd-round quarterback. I think he's better than other quarterbacks that are taken ahead of him. I think he's better than Kyle Trask.
But the best metric is availability, and I just don't think he's
right.
From what we've seen, I doubt he's going to be a long-time starter in the NFL. That's he's certainly not going to win the Iron Man.
You're right. But still, I don't hate the pick. They addressed quarterback with the best quarterback available at the time with their first pick. So it was clear that their priority was get a quarterback as soon as possible. Nico Collins, already said, love it. Brevin Jordan, big, tough tight end from Miami. I like it better than I like the Luke Farrell pick. Garrett Wallow. Now, here is one of the very few instances where I'm going to say I like a defensive pick from the Big 12. If they're not out of TCU or Baylor, I don't like them defensively. All right? So those are my two defensive teams in the Big 12. If they played at Baylor or they played at TCU, I'll give them a shot. If they played at Texas or they played at Oklahoma, no thank you. No thanks. Absolutely not. Kansas, even worse. And then Roy Lopez, defensive tackle from Arizona. He's good. Solid pick. Probably not going to make the team. It's a 6th-round pick. Maybe he'll make the team because they're just that much trash. I don't know. But in a standard year, if this wasn't a crazy fucked up season with fucked up situation for the Texans, I doubt any of the last 3 picks would be even on the team. Maybe practice squad. But this season, I like all the picks. I think they're all going to get playing time.
I think Brevin Jordan's going to be solid. He's fast. He can catch.
Yeah.
He's not. I don't think he's the best blocker, but he looks like he's more of a receiver than a receiving tight end. I like Wallow. I don't think he's anything special, but I think he'll at least be a depth guy. I think he'll make the team and stay on the team at least.
He's getting playing time. This team is fucked.
Yeah,
they don't have players.
That's fair. And yeah, Lopez is maybe a camp body. We'll see if he's got anything in him to get better. But yeah, it doesn't look anything special.
Now, if I'm just grading this, and this is where I'm going to do this for the first time. If I'm grading this as a standard draft, this is a solid C. But for what the Texans have, they used their picks very wisely. It's a B. They made the prettiest turd sandwich that you could make with what they've got.
I agree 100%. We're just grading on, these are the picks they had. This is what they did with them. And yeah, I had the same thing. I had a B.
They put so much lipstick on that pig. It looks real pretty.
Yeah. No, it was solid. Everything else that the front office has done is an F minus, a G.
A W for withdraw. They just fucking withdrew.
Yeah, you should drop this class, Texans front office. You need to preserve your GPA because right now it's in the tank.
Let me see if let me just check the Texans depth chart because they've all been released. Let me see which ones have made the team so far, or which ones are on the depth chart. All right, so quarterback Davis Mills is the number 3 quarterback. He beats out Jeff Driscoll. Awesome, good for him. He's behind Tyrod Taylor, who will probably be the starting quarterback. All right, then we've also got Nico Collins. Let's see where he falls on this list. All right, wide receivers. He's a starter. He's the number 1. Starting wide receivers, Brandon Cooks, Nico Collins, Anthony Miller. Starting over...
Yeah, Cooks is still good. Don't discount Cooks. But yeah, Nico Collins is definitely going to start.
Over Kiki Kuti. Kiki's got
a... He can't even stay on the field.
What?
Kuti can't even stay on the field between performance-enhancing drugs and injuries and all that. Isn't he suspended 4 games to start the season or something?
I don't know. Brevin Jordan's 3rd on the depth chart for tight ends.
I think he'll move up at least a second.
Yeah, probably. Then we've got... We're looking for Garrett Wallow and Roy Lopez. They're not even... They're not on here. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So, there you go. That's, not even on the team. Damn. Yep.
He's all around.
Yeah, in a team that, really... Oh, wait, no. I'm sorry. How did I miss this? Roy Lopez is the backup right defensive end.
Yes, household name, Roy Lopez.
I mean, yeah, obviously he's a household name. It's fucking very common. Like Roy is the most uncommon of those names.